This quick video shows you why LaPorte County needs elected Democratic Precinct chairs, how to become one, and what we do. Welcome. I'm Don Briggs. I'm the Democratic Precinct Chair of MCO5 and a member of Progressive Democrats of LaPorte County. By the way, the official term is Precinct Committee Person, or PCP, but we use that term interchangeably with the common term Precinct Chair. This video focuses on getting PCP candidates on the ballot. What's at stake locally? Democratic voters and activists tend to focus on the national level at the expense of the local level. But in the morning, when you back out of the driveway or take the bus, you're on the turf of local government. Your children go to a local school, like Marsh School, a block away from me, with a local school board. We rely on our local police and fire protection. We enjoy our public libraries. We live in a special place. We want to preserve and enhance its best features. We want to secure them to ourselves and to our posterity. But our American democracy is in crisis. Yes, I'm talking about January 6, 2021. For more than a decade, anti-democratic forces have operated state by state, community by community, including LaPorte County. They've focused on the local and have built a base for their state and national levels. Remember, every failed coup is just practice for the next attempt. Those of us who care about actual democracy must organize the same way. Indiana's system of elected precinct chairs gives us an ideal framework. A faction of extremists has become more visible and more vocal. It is regional, racial, and sectarian in nature, and it has strong presence in LaPorte County. In 2020, Democrats here lost several races. So now we have, for example, a county commissioner who operates like Mitch McConnell in the U.S. Senate. He'll stop at nothing to stop everything. The county Republican Party is motivated and organized. We must redouble our efforts, and that starts at the grassroots. What is a precinct chair? It is all about the grassroots. Once we're elected, precinct chairs are the ground floor of the Democratic Party, the base of a pyramid. The precinct is the fundamental unit of government in Indiana. Jurisdictions, townships, wards, and legislative districts are made out of precincts. But we shift the balance of political power down the pyramid toward the people. We can influence local government and the Democratic Party on behalf of our constituents. We help each other. We form working partnerships. These grassroots are interconnected. We vote in Democratic caucuses to fill elected vacancies. Recent local examples include Cool Spring Township Trustee, Michigan City Common Council, County Council, Indiana Senate SD4. The chair of every precinct in the jurisdiction has a vote in such a caucus. We elect the county Democratic chair and officers, but that comes much later. We can act as ombudspersons, informal representatives of our precincts. That's how we help build traction between our elected leaders and the people. And that's at the heart of a healthy democracy. We can show up at public meetings about local matters, and given an opportunity to speak on an issue, we can identify ourselves as elected precinct chairs and represent. For the general election, the net hits the grid. We team up. We canvass Democrats and swing voters for the Democratic slate. We use Voter Access Network, VAN. We go door to door and speak face to face in our neighborhoods. As we go, we gather voter registrations. We identify strong Democrats, and all that's for getting out the vote later. We listen and get feedback on issues, then report up the chain. We persuade but listen first. There will be events that need people, house parties, block parties, the county fair, parades, all that. We assist our county chair to recruit election poll workers for our precincts. We need our elections to run smoothly, and that takes enough good people. Finally, GOTV, get out the vote. We've got to get out the vote. Because as Bill Clinton pointed out, the way to win elections is to get more votes. Here's how to become an elected precinct chair. Our Progressive Democrats of LaPorte County website provides a group of related links. This video itself, where to find and download Indiana's CAN 37 form, where to check your voter registration status, the interactive map that goes with this video. So download that CAN 37 form and fill it out. That's step one. That's how you get on the primary ballot. Nothing happens until you fill that out. Hit pause now. I'll wait. Got it? Okay. Check your voter registration to determine your precinct and township at Indiana's voter registration site. Because heads up, some precincts in and around the city of LaPorte have changed. The state legislature has split the city of LaPorte between Indiana 01 and Indiana 02. Our county commissioners adopted our current precinct boundaries early in January 2022, a few weeks ago. The interactive map we present next derives from this new map. Take your own CAN 37 form in person to the voter registration office in the courthouse on or before Thursday, February 3rd. Avoid the rush on the morning of February 4, especially if you have questions for the clerks about how to complete your form. Because Friday, you might have to deal with a snow emergency or Omicron or something like that. Don't miss out. This interactive map can help recruit precinct candidates. It shows LaPorte County's 92 precincts by geography and in alphabetical order. It shows a table on the left and the map itself to the right. The familiar plus-minus zoom control is in the lower right. The pan control is also familiar. Touch and drag. Those zoom and pan controls can be a bit touchy. It's an issue that works differently depending on whether the user has mouse, trackpad, or touch screen control. You might accidentally pan or zoom way off base, especially if you're using the pinch. If you get lost, use the bookmark tool in the upper right. In the map, use the familiar search bar, the address search bar. Enter your home address and zoom in on it. Here, I'll enter the address of the county library as an example. And we zoom right in on it. Maple Avenue, Indiana Avenue, which is 35. That's it. Zoom out a bit to see the whole precinct. Zoom out more to see it in the context of the larger map. Click on a precinct in the map to reveal an inspector showing its name and the status of the incumbent Democratic Precinct chair, which is either elected or appointed. For example, our southernmost precinct is Dewey, with an appointed precinct chair. A table with two columns appears on the left. Each column shows a set of precincts in alphabetical order. The left column shows precincts with EPCs. The right column shows those with APCs. Click on a precinct in either column to highlight that precinct in the map. Let's choose a couple of remote ones Here's Lincoln, and Lincoln has an EPC. Here's Hudson, and of course, yes, just as the column says, it has an APC. And scroll down a bit and you can find Prairie, right next to Dewey County. And Prairie has an APC. Okay, so that's the map. That's how to use it. Enjoy. Find your precinct and take a look at what it's going to be like on the ground to canvass there.